Viewers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. You don't know it's the one and only SAE. Bless upon yourself. Some of people, we're here, and I thought I would just talk a little bit about cricket with you guys, the newly up and coming new T20 tournament, where a lot of anticipation, a lot of fans are eagerly awaiting this tournament, and it's a good prospect in the sense of the future of West Indies cricket, my people. You understand? And I want to really get your guys' opinions and the benefits, the pros and the cons of a new T20 tournament. You understand, my people? We're going to talk a little bit about it, man. Remember, guys, if it's the first time on the channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell, right, my people? So, alright, don't forget to drop a like on the video as well. I'm just here sharing my honest opinion with you guys, you understand? As regards to this newly formed T20 tournament that is set to begin in May, April, May, right? Over the years, guys, or decades, the West Indies have been struggling um in producing a lot more T20 players, right? We know we have produced the likes of Chris Gale, the Bravos, the Russell, the Pollard, and those guys. But it's still not enough. Our local system is not being developed as we would have wanted in the previous decade ago. And it has been something where a lot of past West Indies captain, past coaches, people, director, selectors who were in charge of West Indies cricket voiced their opinions on it, and they called for a new tournament. And one of those people was Kieron Pollard and Phil Simmons. Yes, my people, Kieron Pollard and Phil Simmons, in numerous interviews, they called on West Indies to build a local T20 tournament, right? When we say local, we mean just strictly young West Indian players. And we in the Caribbean should appreciate that the West Indies has listened to our call and provide us with what we need or what we want. You understand, in a new T20 tournament, because I personally believe that if you're relying on just the CPL in order to showcase a talent that's not healthy enough or that's not good enough, you understand, because a lot of these talents are late bloomers. In a sense where the T20 CPL is a sense where it's all about making money, my people, right? So you as a young player coming in, if you're not the A plus and you're just a B plus, it's gonna be really be difficult for you to cement yourself or make yourself known in the tournament unless you're getting the opportunities or and unless you have the coach or the captains or whosoever in charge saw potential in you and believe that you know what, you can so as I said, my people, where was I? I was talking about the T20 pros and cons of being able to launch a new T20 tournament in the Caribbean, right? Uh, all right, my people. So I was saying the CPL is not something where a B star can go and share and go and express himself in a sense where and get noticed. You have to be in good swing with your coach, with the team, or you've been getting an opportunity and you put your best foot forward. Right, my people? Because look at it. A player like a likes of for example, a Shakiri Paris, right? He get an opportunity to play for Trinidad and Tobago and he grab it and he performed fairly well. But after the CPL, what happened to him? There wasn't a tournament or there wasn't anybody to really invest in him and continue pushing this young talent. Hence, he go back to the first class cricket, which only had just the 4-day and the 50 over, right? And he hasn't really find his nick as yet in the ongoing 4-day championship or even one they played in the regional Super 50. So this is a perfect example of why West Indies needed a T20 tournament. You understand? Now we have a T20 tournament which is set to launch so we can produce more youngsters for the T20 setup, in a sense where we don't have to strictly rely on just one set of players, you understand? In a sense, the T20 tournament that is set to launch, guys, sorry about it. You know, guys, I thought about 2 times now, guys, because people keep on interrupting me. The T20 tournament just launched, guys, are set to be launched in May, right? So the young talents like the Jordans, the Buckets, them, the Lane, them, the Bishop, them, you know, all of these young talent and some, a lot more is in the Caribbean. This is the first season in, and we're gonna see people that we haven't heard of before make themselves a name in the newly formed T20 tournament. You understand, and broaden their mindset, push themselves in a position where they can get called up to West Indies cricket. They can get also contract to play in other T20 franchise. You understand? So this is that sense, now pros and cons, where it's beneficial to the players and to Cricket West Indies. You understand? They would have a solid core of T20 players that they can call upon at any moment and say, all right, Puran is available. Can you fill in for Puran at certain time, and yet you get the same type of performance that you would have get from Puran? I'm not comparing Puran to any youngsters that just burst on the scene, but just an example. You know, you have a T20 tournament because other countries around the world, they do have T20 tournaments where the players are selected from, or where you're getting the group of players. Because if I look at it, guys, and you see a man like a Shubman Gill from India, this guy has been playing from a younger days, and he has potential from the under 19, but they have local T20 cricket, Raja Trophy, and a lot of those other leagues are in India. They produce good players. Go over to Australia. Australia have other T20 tournament locally, but I don't know about them, but their names. But I'm sure that they can get side gash me and do something, man. Me now left now. So they have other young other T20 leagues where they can select players from England. Right now, England is going through a situation in the ODI format, you know, and there's a problem. But in the future, they will bounce back. So I'm just saying that West Indies is on the right path to really develop a good T20 structure, a good T20 core of players that they can select from and give players opportunities rather than just sticking to the old players. And there's some people complaining that the reason why they can't drop them is because they don't have anybody to replace them. And yet if you have a 4-day now, you have a Super 50, and now you have a T20. This is really good. This is a positive direction in West Indies cricket. You know, it's a good addition to them because they have something, a 3 version in the Caribbean locally, which can help to boost the players, them quality, quantity, experience, achievement, recognition, a lot of stuff. But I hope the players them don't turn their back on the West Indies when they get the opportunity to make themselves name in the world. You understand? I think the contract still should come into play and stipulation should come into play. You understand? As regards to this sort of stuff, because you don't want to invest your money in a player and then after a certain time they come and they stop playing for you and start just focus on T20 franchise and forget where they're coming from. Because we hear and we saw that. You understand? But overall, in my opinion, I believe it's a good addition to Cricket West Indies in the local, you know, to get a T20 tournament here. This would beneficial to the players them. To West Indies overall, you know, producing more young players coming out, you know, players that we haven't heard about, making themselves available and just go out there and show the world that we still have talent that can replace the likes of Puran, Pollard, Bravo, Gale, Simit, you know, Simmons, all of those guys who have done wonderful thing for West Indies cricket over the years, because people, some of the time we tend to forget that a lot of players make the way for a lot of these young players, you understand? But true, a lot of them was well known as yet, you understand? We haven't really, we forget about them, or we thought that they never really did anything special, but they did in their time, what they could do, paving the way for the younger generation to come, and things and time is changing, you understand? So a good addition, man, a good T20. So my opinion is a wonderful thing that the West Indies finally listened to the fans and did create a T20 tournament in the region in order to benefit the local players and the young players coming through, ready to show themselves and to the world. But leave your honest thoughts down below, my people, alright?